everybody, my name is Professor Rich, and today we're going to talk about the correct pronunciation of British English using reductions and contractions. Reductions being reductions in phonemic sounds, and contractions, in this case, contractions are spoken contractions. So, as an overview, we can talk about English being a stress-timed language rather than a syllable-timed language. What does that mean? Well, with English, content words are stressed, and the stressed words determine the rhythm of your sentence, right? Like, I'm gonna go to the park. Gonna go park. I'm gonna go to the park. I'm really gonna go to the park, right? I can add words. I'm gonna go to the big park. Now, big is a content word, so that adds another stress. But I could add other words that are not content words. Yeah, I'm gonna go with her to the park. I'm gonna go with her to the park, right? I'm gonna go with her to the park. With her to the park. Right, with is not stressed, so it's with her to the park. I'm going to go with her to the park, right? So that's what we call stress timed. Now, that is an approximation of reality, but it's helpful to know and helpful to think of. The contrast of a stress-timed language is a syllable-timed language. Syllable-timed language like Japanese, konnichiwa, right? Every syllable gets sort of stressed. Also, that's not entirely true, but it's a good approximation. Okay, so thinking about this stress time language, that's important in English. It's important to have good sentence stress. Now, one way of simplifying this, simplifying some of the sentence stress in English, is to talk about spoken contractions. For example, gonna. So gonna is like a spoken contraction of going to, right? Now, originally written contractions like can't, won't, shouldn't, these began as spoken contractions, and over time people wrote them as written contractions, and then the Oxford English Dictionary said, okay, we'll accept them. So why can I say gonna as a spoken contraction? I'm gonna go to the park, but why can't I write gonna? Why is it not good to write gonna? Well, the only reason is because the academics haven't said so. That's it. There is no basis in reality to say why writing gonna is not acceptable. Because you can see gonna all over the internet. People write it all the time on social media, on status updates, in texts to friends. People say it all the time. But for some reason, we have to write going to, but we almost always say gonna. That's an example of a spoken contraction. By the way, this is not slang. Some people call this slang. It's not slang. This is actually speaking correctly. It's not slang. Slang is like a word that means something else that's normally quite regional or based in one accent. This ain't slang. This is not slang, okay? Anyone who says it's slang doesn't really know linguistically what they're talking about. So it's not slang. Now, learning spoken contractions helps you to speak in a more natural way. Like, if you just think of gonna, I'm going to go to the park, you don't have to think, I'm going to go. No, I'm going to do this. I'm going to study. I'm going to learn some English, right? Helps you speak in a more natural way. So, let's have a look at some other spoken contractions. I'll say the contraction, and you pause the video, try to think, what is this contraction? What does it mean, right? And then I'll give you an example in context. All right, so first, we already have gonna, So let's join it with wanna. Wanna. So what do you think wanna means? Sorry, my nose is itchy because I have allergies to grass, and the grass pollen is really getting me at the moment. Let me get a tissue. Okay, wanna. I'm going to watch a film. Do you want to join? So wanna is want to. I'm going to watch a film. Do you want to join? Okay. And how about kinda? Kinda. It's kind of hot today, isn't it? It's kind of hot today, isn't it? Actually, it is kind of hot today. Even though it's raining. It's kind of hot today, isn't it? Kinda is kind of the same as sort of, or, you know, quite. Okay, next. Tryna. What do you think tryna means? Tryna. I'm trying to learn Japanese at the moment. I'm trying to improve my English. Tryna. Tryna is trying to. Trying to. I'm trying to. I'm trying to. I'm trying to learn Japanese at the minute. I'm trying to learn Japanese at the minute. Next. Hafta. Hafta. Super common. You don't have to study every day. Twice a week's fine. Have to. Have to. Have to. And then, similar is gotta. You gotta see this film. It's great. You gotta see this film. It's great. So gotta is you have got to. And have got to is the same as have to. You've got to. You've gotta. You've gotta. Even we drop the v. So not you've gotta, but just you gotta. You gotta see this. You gotta see this. So we contract have, got, and to. And it just becomes gotta. You gotta see this. What have I got to see? You got to see that. Lemmy. Lemmy. You know, like the lead singer of Motorhead, right? Lemmy. Let me help you out there. Those look heavy. Let me help you out. Those look heavy. Lemmy. Let me. Let me. Lemmy. Let me help you out there. Those look heavy. Next. Dunno. Dunno. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. Dunno. I don't know. I don't know what you mean. Next. Wantster. Wantster. Do you know anyone who wants to come to the party? Wantster. Do you know anyone who wants to come to the party? Wants to. Wantster. Lotser. I've got lots of things to do today. Lots of. I've got lots of things to do today. Also, a bit of a one from Liverpool is a lotta. I've got a lot of things to do today. A lot of things. A lot of things to do today. A lotta. Outer. Outer. Are you out of your mind? Out of. Get out of here. Okay, and then we have shoulda, woulda, coulda. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Do you know shoulda, woulda, coulda? Shoulda, woulda, coulda. You should have come to the party. It was great. I would have come to the party if you'd asked me. You could have come to the party if you'd wanted. So shoulda, should have, woulda, would have, would have, would have, coulda, could have, could have. And finally, would ya and could ya. Would you like to go to the park? Could you give me a hand with this? Could you give me a hand with this? Could you? Could you and would you? Would you? Could you? All right, so these are what we call spoken contractions. These can help you with your sentence stress, with sounding fluent. Why do we have to write the full form? Well, because that's what the dictionary says. The dictionary, the academics, etc. They decide. Cambridge English exams, Oxford English Dictionary, they make these decisions. And they consider gonna to be very informal and not well written. Maybe that will change. Well, not maybe. That will change. It will change. One day in our lifetime, gonna will be a perfectly acceptable thing to write. It's almost certain. Anyway, in speaking, it's always right. So speaking, it's good. Speaking, it's good. Someone told me once they had a speaking exam and they got marked down for using spoken contractions. I would say that number one, the examiner doesn't know what they're doing, or number two, the exam is very poorly constructed. Contractions, in my opinion, well, not just in my opinion, in the opinion of Cambridge English, in the opinion of IELTS, in the opinion of TOEIC, contractions will get you a higher score because your speech is more natural. So, spoken contractions, use them, folks. And we're coming up to it. Like, subscribe, share, and comment down below. Thank you very much for watching. Check out my live streams. I do live streams at least once a week now. You can find the schedule at youtube.com/Professor Reach. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you later.